Assalamu alaikum and good morning, students. I hope all of you are doing well. It's biology for class 10, and today I'm going to start a new topic, that is chapter number 8. How do organisms reproduce? In today's class, I will cover the topic, that is what are life processes, what is reproduction, what is the importance of DNA copying, what is the importance of reproduction, and types of reproduction. Our first topic was that is life processes. In that chapter, you have studied about the different life processes like nutrition, in which an organism intake the food, then respiration, in which the oxidation of food take place and energy release, then the transportation, in which the different substances are moving from one part to another part, and then excretion, in which the removal of the harmful substances take place. These are all the life processes which are required for any organism to survive. If any one of that life processes will be disturbed, any one life process disturbed, then what would happen? May the person can die, may the organism can die. Okay, so these are the life processes which are necessary for the organisms to live. And in today's topic, I'm going to start a new life process, that is reproduction. Reproduction is a process. If a organism is not doing the reproduction, the organism will not die. Then what is reproduction and why it is required? Okay. So reproduction is the process by which living organisms produce new individuals of the same species. It is a process in which the organism is producing the same type. The production of new organism of the same species is known as reproduction. Clear? Means reproduction is a process by which an organism produce the new individual of the same type of own type. Like a cow gives birth to a cow, a dog reproduce a puppy or dog, a human gives birth to a human child. Understood? So you can see over here, reproduction, it ensures that the continuity of the life of various species. So students, now I think you understood why reproduction is necessary. If reproduction not necessary for an organism to survive, the reproduction may take place in an organism's life, the organism will not die. But what would happen if the reproduction not take place? The next species, the same type of species will not continue. So reproduction ensures the continuity of the life for various species. Understood, students? Like an elephant gives birth to a baby. Most of the flowers reproduce by the seeds. The birds reproduce, they are laying eggs. So the modes can be different, but the process ensures the continuity of life of various species. So what is the importance of reproduction? Reproduction is necessary for the survival and increase in the population of a same species. If organisms do not reproduce, their population decreases and species will become extinct. Means in a certain group of organism, a particular species, if by chance in that species, if the reproduction not take place by any circumstances, okay, then what would happen? Maybe the continuation of species will not be there, and maybe the chances will be there that the species, the complete species will become extinct. It will not no more on the earth. Reproduction gives rise to more organisms with the same basic characteristics as their parents. It is a process which ensures that the same type of species, same basic characteristics will pass from one generation to another generation. Understood? For going further in this topic, some terms are there which you should know. What is the mean by parent? The existing organism or organisms are called parents. Means the organism which is producing the new one. Okay, that is called parent. And the new organisms produced by them are called offspring. Clear? One another term is there, that is gametes. It will come in the chapter. Already I explained this in the chapter heredity also. Gametes mean the reproductive cells or the sex cells. All the organisms are not having the reproductive cells or sex cells, which I will explain you further going in this topic. So gametes means sometimes the word can come reproductive cells, sometimes it can come sex cells also. Clear? Now, before moving forward, one question is arising that do organisms create their carbon copies of themselves? It is there that during the reproduction, the organism produce the same type of species. Means they are having the similar features, similar characteristics. But are they the carbon copies? Are they having the same features over there? Okay. In last chapter, heredity also I explain you that the DNA which molecule in chromosomes. Okay, in every cell there is a nucleus, and in nucleus chromosomes are present, and in chromosomes the DNA is there. Okay, and this DNA are responsible for the transfer of characteristics from the parents to the offspring. Okay, the characteristics means the features like the color of eyes, the color of skin, the height, etc. So these all characteristics pass from the parents to the offspring. And who is responsible? What is responsible for that? That is DNA, deoxyribose nucleic acid. And during the reproduction, the reproductive cells produce the two copies of DNA. Okay, when the reproduction takes place, that time what happens? The DNA is making its own copy. Same, its own copy. They can duplicate themselves, and this DNA separate into the two cells. When the DNA, as the DNA copying is a biochemical reaction, and no biochemical reaction are identical. There can be some changes occurs that time. So during DNA copies also, the DNA is making its own copy, but they are not identical. They are not same to same. There are some ups and downs can be there. Little changes are there, and these little changes only generate it produce the variations. That's why you have observed that you are having some features of your parent, like some features of your mom or some features of your dad, but you are not the identical copies of your parent, or your brother or sisters. You are having the features of your parents, but all of you are also having some different characteristics. Okay, so why this variation occur? When it occurs, that is one reason is while the DNA copy. So individuals have slight variations from their parents, and this is the basis of variation, and this variation afterwards develop the evolution of new species. So understood? So organisms are creating their copies, but they are not carbon copies. They are having some different characteristics. Understood, student? And why it happened? It happened during the reproduction when the DNA is making its own copy. This is one of the cause of the variation. You can see over here, it's the cell. In the cell nucleus, in nucleus the chromosomes are present, and this is the DNA, deoxyribose nucleic acid. Okay, here it is having adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine they are having, which is connected with the bond. And here if some changes, some DNA duplication, like a zip, in the zip if one up and down also take place, then what would happen? There is one characteristics will be changed, and this is the DNA copying um, image. Now, why? Well, there is importance of variation. But though the characteristics are same, but why there variation occurs? What would happen if the variation will not take place? These variations are mostly beneficial for the next species. During the DNA copying, for maintaining the same body detail of different organisms to survive in the existing environment. DNA copying is necessary. Why necessary? Because it maintains the same body design which can survive in a particular environment. Like a group of bacteria is there which is living in a temperature zone of the 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. 20 to 25 degrees. Okay. Here what would happen if the temperature arises? By chance the temperature arises. So if any bacteria is having some changes or some variation, maybe that bacteria can be tolerate the temperature, increased temperature and can be survive. So here what happened, the variation has given it a benefit. So all the bacteria are having the same body design. They are living in the same environment. But here what happened, maybe due to the variation, the changes take place and one or two bacteria are able to survive in the increased temperature. So here also the DNA copying and during the reproduction is important for maintaining the body design to survive in the existing environment. But the environment is constantly changed. There is the changes in environment constantly take place. It can be changes temperature, climate, the water level, the humidity, etc. If the organism cannot adjust themselves to the change in the environment, then their species will become extinct. Sometimes what happen, a particular climate change take place and the particular species not able to adapt to itself to that particular climate change, then what would happen, the complete species will lost. Okay, if by chance during the reproduction if any one or two or some organisms able to adjust to that change in climate, then maybe they will survive. Yeah. So if there are variation in some individuals of a species, they may be able to survive the changes in the environment. So the variation in species is necessary for the survival of different species and for the evolution of the new species. Understood, student? So why the variation is necessary? It gives them the more adaptability to adjust in the changing environment. Now come to our topic again. Repeating the definition of reproduction. What is reproduction? Reproduction is a process to produce the same type of species. Okay, and mainly we can divide the reproduction into the two categories. There are the two main type of reproduction. One is asexual reproduction and the second one is sexual reproduction. What is the mean by asexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction is a type of reproduction in which a new individuals are produced by a single parent without the involvement of the sex cells or gametes. Means it is a type of reproduction in which an individual produced by a single parent. Here only one parent can produce the young one of its own type. And here the gametes are not formed. There are the no sex cell because here only one parent is there. Understood, student? So what is asexual reproduction? A type of reproduction in which a new individual produced by a single parent. And here the formation of gametes not take place, or we can say the involvement of the gametes does not take place. Okay? Then what is sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction is a type of reproduction in which two parents are involved or two individuals are involved to produce a new individual. Here two parents is one is male and one is female. Okay. So sexual reproduction, the two parents are required and they are producing the sex cells or gametes. Understood, student? So there are the two type of reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. What is asexual reproduction? a type of reproduction in which new individuals are produced by a single parent. And sexual reproduction, a type of reproduction in which two individuals are involved to produce a new individuals. Okay. And what is another difference in asexual and sexual reproduction? In asexual reproduction, the involvement of the sex cells is not there, means no gametes are formed. In sexual reproduction, the gametes are formed. So student, today this much. In my next class, I will explain you in detail what is asexual reproduction and what are the different kind of asexual reproduction. I hope you understood the chapter, and you are having an internal assessment of science in which only one chapter is going to come, that is the life processes. Students, write in a good way. It is giving a practice to you as well as it will develop your learning habit. Have a nice time ahead. Thanks a lot.